Welcome everyone. Welcome Malaysia. Welcome Australia. Welcome the world. So today I'm so happy. Next week I will have my vacation. In last 12 months I will have my first vacation, and I'm very excited about it. So you will not see me, but you will see Nat for the class. But before the Thanksgiving, I have the opportunity to invite you to draw some very symbolical element that many cultures recognize it as a part of the Thanksgiving traditions. And we are going to work with a cornucopia. I hope I pronounce it right, because it's a horn of plenty, horn of abundance. And we are going to see what kind of achievements accomplishments we had in last 12 months. I know it was a crazy year for everyone, and I'm talking about last 12 months, or if you want to count from January 1st, it's up to you. The time period you want to count all your accomplishments. But before we going to the next year, before we going to be grateful for the year we had, for the harvest we had, for the experiences we had during the year, how we can recognize our achievements. And some of you may think that there is not much achievements. Some of you will have many of them. Let's see what we can do, how we are going to feel about it, charge ourselves and prepare for the family reunion and Thanksgiving feast, so we can be very grateful for the year that came. Even it was very challenging for many of us. I believe for everyone there will be some challenges, and was some challenges, but there still be an opportunity to be grateful. So we are going to draw cornucopia of our achievements. And before we start drawing, I invite you to do a 2-minute exercise, as always. So what you recognize as achievement? What kind of free associations related to the word achievement, or results you can write down and you have in your mind? So from your subconsciousness, we will do some activation. We activate our neuron system. So let's see. I will set up 2 minutes exercise, and you just write down words, free associations related to this word, achievement or results. You can name it the way you want. And let me do 2 minutes. Wait, timer. Wait, here I am. Are we ready? Words can be repeated, words can be made up, names, any associations, bad words are permitted. Nobody is going to see them. So if you have any anger or any strong emotions related to topic, please express it on the paper. So are we ready? Let's do our achievements in last 12 months. We have 40 more seconds. Okay, finish your last word and just count how many words you have. I have 26 words. Interesting. There are so many things that I remember. I did not expect. 31. Good. Good job, Matthew. So if you counted your words, you can type them in chat so we know how many you had. 26. Good, Trisha. 14. Good as well. Massive year, yes. Many changes for sure. So now I switch my camera and we are going to start drawing. But before I switch, look at your words. See if there is anything that you that activates your emotions, like something that really brings emotional charge to the years that to your body, to your present moment. Is there anything new, something that unexpectedly came to your words? And we still have 30, 45. Good. I'm glad that we have activated our neuron system. So this is my drawing. I was preparing. I did several options. So I'll show you. This is not finished, but some of this could be like this, like this. So yours will be look completely different, and I'm sure will be different today. I have some cheating because I'm not very good with drawing Cornucopia itself. So I have my outline prepared, so I will do it on top of it. So I don't want anybody feel guilty if you want to use some background for your Cornucopia, but your Cornucopia could look completely different. So my it's just something that look like horn. And I actually, this first looked like a tunnel for me instead of horn. So, but I will show you how we are going to do it. So you can copy or imitate on yours. So what first we are going to do? First of all, I want you to put your feet on the ground and just connect the earth, your body, the sky, all together. And just be present. See how do you feel right now? We are going to review the whole year. Challenging year, not easy one. But how we are going to feel at the present moment. So we need to be very grounded. Okay, now in the middle, somewhere in the middle of your drawing, just draw a circle or oval that will represent the opening of the horn. The horn, traditionally from the ancient mythology, Cornucopia representing the horn of a goat, Amalthea, the goddess of nurturing, which was raising feeding Zeus, the son of Cronus, who was hidden because Cronus wanted to kill him. And Zeus was a very strong baby, and he accidentally broke the horn. And because Amalthea was divine goat, she was a goddess, so the horn became divine element of that provided so much food and different fruits and vegetables to feed Zeus with them. So it's a divine element that representing abundance, that representing that you can have anything in the world. So now we are going to have this horn, and I'm going to draw it here. So it's quite a simple element, really, especially if you have something on for cheating. I just want to change my marker because my markers are dying so fast. If you want, you can have some circles, like semicircles, that representing the horn, but it's optional. See if it's really your thing, because it will create much more corners for sure. And now, let's start. Usually in Thanksgiving feast, the horn, it's like a table piece, and we have fruits and vegetables and nuts and flowers inside of it that representing abundance. But what is abundance when we're looking back in time? Abundance represented by situations, lessons in our life, what we learned this year, what we achieved. Maybe it's representing people you met this year. Maybe it's representing books that you read. Maybe it's representing some knowledge that you acquired or found something new, something very precious for you that has value. So today we are going to recognize what kind of value we have received this year. So
Matthew is asking, does it matter which direction?
It doesn't. For me, direction from the left lower corner to the right corner representing growth. So for me, it's if I want to visualize that I'm growing something, I want all this movement in the right direction, in the upper direction. But maybe you want to do it in a different direction. So like, see, it's up to you. There is no strict rules. I just aligned it with my perception. You have free will, so you can do it in the different directions as well. So now I invite you to start finding, maybe you can go in a chronological time periods, like go back 12 months and start seeing like, what did I achieve or did I experience in December or in January, and start drawing circles that representing just things. And again, it could be situations, it could be books, it could be people you met, maybe some project at work that you really learned or did accomplish, some promotions. But again, it should not be, it could be different, it could be big ones and it could be small ones. And you see what the size of those situations, what the size of those precious experiences you had in your life. Maybe the promotion that you had will be very small because emotionally it doesn't bring much pleasure or satisfaction, but meeting with your childhood friends or with your reunion with the family could be very big and very emotionally charged. So see what is representing here. So my first circle here is representing my trip last year to Japan. So it's interesting, last winter in December, there was several eclipses, and one of the eclipses, on that particular that time, I was in a Buddhist, one of the biggest Buddhist temples, 100,000 golden gates, very beautiful in Japan. So this is a big experience for me, big accomplishment. So yep, I put it here. Another, and I just remember and put them. So if you want to share your experiences, your achievements, please do so, because I don't want it to make it all about my accomplishments. I want you to share yours. And I know that Matthew, your son, graduating school. It's a great accomplishment for parents as well. So congratulations with this one. So put some circles that representing something that you happy about, proud about yourself. So see, it's interesting. Like I'm very new to mountain skiing, and in last winter I did ride all blue trails, and it's a huge accomplishment for me, so I put it here. It maybe doesn't sound like big to somebody, but it's big for me. And when I put something, I start rounding all the corners. I start rounding all the crossings, because I don't want my accomplishment be very overwhelming for me. So I want them be very gentle. There will be many. And I just start bringing this energy, calming. What else? Okay, big ones. This was my experience to work with children in correction center. It happened in last 12 months. I cannot believe it. Seems like far away. And I round my corners. See, some of these memories will activate emotions. So I want you just stay with these emotions. See how's your body reacting to them. Just experience them. Let them be. Stay with them. Okay. See. And another was that I did a special class, Neurographica class for special needs kids as well. And it was a very beautiful experience. There will be so much about Neurographica this year that could be. I will try to find something that's new besides Neurographica. If you have like stuckness, like I don't know, like don't remember any achievements, I'm really have challenging to activate any memories, you may start bringing neural lines through the core and just bring the energy. Allow these memories reveal themselves. Just bring this more energy from the from your subconsciousness to your consciousness. Just reveal what you forgot, what is important. And I found, okay, and it's helped me to remember that my husband was a certified Neurographica user. It's a huge achievement for me. Emotionally, it's I would never expect him to be involved in something creative, and he really enjoyed it. So I put it here. And it's lead me to another accomplishment that my mother and my father draw Neurographica as well. And it's even bigger than my husband's achievement. So I put different sizes. I just allow them to be. So I start drawing the circles in the middle of the opening, of the horn opening, but you can bring more and more outside as well. So just try to remember something that could be in this direction, like you bringing this achievements from inside out. So you reveal them, you remember them, you cherish them, because we are so quickly set up new goals moving forward. Really, there is no time to relax, there is no time to celebrate. Today I invite you to celebrate your achievements. It's very important, it's very precious, and if there is no celebration, if there is no respect and pride for yourself, for your achievements, there is much less motivation to move forward through those challenges, like same challenges over and over. How I can celebrate, and celebrate by drawing them, remembering them, seeing how much you accomplished. Maybe your accomplishment was that you read many new books, and one book particularly changed something in yourself, some new opening, some new concept that you never been aware of, some new understanding about yourself. And just bring and round all those corners. We're getting more and more corners because we already brought some narrow lines. So if you, again, if you want to share your achievements, please do so. I'm very happy to see what your achievement. Will you let my friend Barb in? Thanks. Okay. Oh, I know Barb. Thank you very much, Rebecca, because I'm so concentrated on my drawing that yeah. Barb, welcome.
You. I'm sorry to be so late. Thank you.
It's okay. We are drawing Cornucopia and drawing all those achievements during last 12 months that we can be grateful, and we are getting ready for the Thanksgiving feast to celebrate all harvest of our situations, lessons we learned, books we read, people we met, some interesting accomplishments, results that you can remember. So you draw the cornucopia and you start drawing circles that representing such achievements in your life. I hope.
Perfect. Thank you.
Good.
I'll begin.
And if we are going to, okay, if you want to remember, you may start naming those circles. So you can make even list of your achievements, because I promise you that after you finish the drawing, there will be feeling, but there will be like some of them will be gone. You will not remember most of them because they just pop up from our subconsciousness, and if we don't write names, they usually disappear back in our subconsciousness. So if you want to write them down, what their names, you please do so. And when you bring new circles, make sure that you round all those crossings so you don't get overwhelmed with all those things. And if you have challenging to start, like, oh, there is nothing I accomplished last year, so there is such a silence in your mind related to accomplishments, start just drawing neural lines, activating this energy, like information, activate your subconsciousness, and start drawing circles that maybe you don't know the names for them, but your consciousness will find the interpretations. You will remember them in a second. Just allow yourself to start. Allow yourself to accept the fact that there was some accomplishment, there was some result that you are very proud of. And see, one of the results that I was proud of, right before there was a isolation, I had a class, the boys and girls class, and it was something new I learned about Neurographica in children. It was a very interesting experience for me. So if you want, see what kind of achievements you want to share with us. I keep asking you if you want to share something. It could be some it could be some challenging experiences, but still be you learned a lot about them, about yourself.
Anna,
yes?
I would say creativity.
Creativity, good, great.
Which came from this class.
Thank you, Kenny.
Thank you.
Yeah. My creativity. Oh, I forgot. This year, in January, I finished with 2 gentlemen. We finished carving 2 totem poles. How I could forget about, like, this is huge accomplishment for me. And I am like, it took over a year, so I'm very proud. I forgot about it. How easily we forgot about something big in our life. It's amazing how we if I would not drawing, I probably did not remember about it. Great. I'm so happy that I started drawing. So I remember this. It's already a big accomplishment for the year. Okay. Again, you don't have to overcrowd the opening of the horn. You can start drawing more and more outside. So And circles could be different sizes, could be very big or could be very small. So it's up to you. Just trust yourself. It's an intuitive process. You don't have to explain yourself. Why is it big? Why is it small? Trust your body. Body never lies. So we allow ourselves to express the value of this, emotional value of this achievement, accomplishment. Okay, so I was, another thing, I was certified in one, it's getting bigger. I don't know why. Okay. I even did not expect it has so much value, but it does. My circle is getting bigger and bigger, so my accomplishments are just growing. So see, just 12 months ago, I started YouTube channel and we have almost 2,000 subscribers. It's an accomplishment. Interesting that it's not as big as I expected. I'm just looking at the size. And always pay attention, how's your body reacting? It's interesting, this is a heartache, I feel. I do. We had monthly, every month we have new courses, and we had already 6 user courses passed. This is accomplishment. Okay, permission to teach specialist level. Oh, this is big one. It was one of the challenging, the biggest challenge for me this year. Accomplishment. I met Net. Net is accomplishment. It's definitely a reason to celebrate.
Thank you. I have you in two. Somehow I have you in 2 circles. I don't know why.
Okay. It's okay. Because I'm in 2 different roles, partner and
Maybe.
Maybe. Okay, maybe you met some new friends and you want them be remembered on in your cornucopia. You think that they have a great value for yourself, or maybe you just reconnect with some of your friends, or just learn that distance and isolation still be working with your friends. We still be connected. So you can bring any interpretations, whatever you feel that is a great reason to celebrate this year, please do so. Please put it on in your cornucopia, in your divine horn that's representing plenty.
So Anna, I'm a high school teacher and I wasn't even thinking about this, but I have a circle now for like remote teaching and how hard that has been, but that it's becoming successful. So thanks.
Oh yes, it's really so it's definitely a challenge, but it's opportunity to grow and new level of freedom as well. Be able to reach children through the internet. An accomplishment. New technologies I learned for sure this year. This is something was a challenge. All this technical support.
I think this year has taught me, one of my circles is being open to change, because every day there's something else you have to learn, something new, you have to flow with it. Otherwise, you can't hang on to the way it was done last year or the year before. It's all new. So it's definitely growth.
And it's definitely flexibility, developing your own flexibility to adjust for new situations, how we can be not stagnated in our traditional ways. Can we use words or just shapes? You can, the shape give you the value, emotional value of accomplishment, because it's hard to, in words, to describe what is the, what the size of the accomplishment for you, emotional, how this is it, because you can say that, for example, some of your accomplishments, logically, they will be very important, like projects at work or some important meetings with other people. But maybe your vacation or evening dinner with your partner was so emotionally charged, and you were so connected with this person that you want to bring the value, you want to see the value. And it could be the job project may be very small, but the dinner itself was very huge accomplishment. And talking about partners, I'm very happy with our relationship during this crazy times with my husband. So I put him here. It's even going beyond the paper. So I allow it to be big, and I allow it to be small as well. Some of these accomplishments could be very small. Okay, so I worked as a supervisor in institute, and it really doesn't matter how much time you spend. If you feel that it does not give you huge emotional charge, it's okay. You don't have to explain to anybody, and you don't have to explain it to yourself why it's not emotionally important for you, or why it is emotionally important for you. Just experience, allow it to be seen, and see who else wants to be on your drawing, what else wants to be on your drawing. Allow it to be. And if you still feel stuckness, you can activate even more lines from your subconsciousness and bring it out. Explore your surroundings. See how much you start feeling. Pay attention to your emotions. Pay attention to your body. Maybe last year there was something that you had to say goodbye, and you feel that it's maybe it's not the way to celebrate, especially if there's any people left your life, but something that you want to remember as well. You can put them here. as a gratitude, something that you're thankful for recognizing them, or recognizing them in the importance of those people in your life. This could be an opportunity too. Okay. And if you have any questions, let me know, because I'm almost brought so many, and it's interesting. The more I bring in, the more I have in my mind what could be here. Maybe you will decide later that you want to extend your drawing, and you're always welcome to bring another piece of paper. Let's see, like if I have that, like you can just extend the drawing and continue the flow of your achievements, continue the flow of your accomplishments. Like it's never ending joy to see how much you've learned, how much you, maybe some of your students really made huge progress, and you're very proud of yourself as a teacher, and or very proud parent, because it's achievement of your children could be your achievement as well. See, maybe you want to remember the vacation you had, or maybe some just a good hobby that you accomplished. Maybe you learned something new this year. Many people, I know that in Washington State, during the pandemic, started hiking much more. When parks were open, they start hiking, and it's become their new hobby, new accomplishments. Maybe you start exercising, or maybe you start meditating. So see if there's any hobbies that you, not necessarily hobbies, but new routine. Maybe you start eating healthier. Maybe you just start enjoy more with cook more often instead of eating out. So see how much you recognize. And again, there could be some circles that you don't know names yet, but you feel that they should be here. Like there is sometimes you feel like there is so much energy here, but there is no elements here. And you just recognize this energy and draw the circle. The meaning, interpretation of the circle will come to you later, and it's okay. How you feel when you recognize the value, recognize that there was something, I don't exactly remember yet, but I know there was something important. Sometimes the importance of the event we recognize after some time, when you met some person in your life and it doesn't seem like a very big achievement, but after a while it can grow in something important. It can grow in partnership or friendship, or in a romantic relationship, and it could be important. You just don't see yet how important it is. So see if there is any areas wants to be present it with a shape. I draw circles because all this, I want to recognize the goodness, but maybe you feel that you want to bring some other shapes. Maybe you want to bring squares or triangles on your drawing. It's possible too. Just see how you feel about these energies. Don't overuse triangles because it's a specific energy. But there is no limitation. The only thing that I want to say that there is no limitations with which shapes you want to use. Oh, I remember one more accomplishment, that I'm working regularly meeting with my healing students. Yeah, it's a huge accomplishment, even bigger. No surprise, I was busy. I was very busy this year, which is good. And see how do you feel? Any shift in your body? Anything is particularly emotional or anything particular physical sensations in your body? So just pay attention to yourself. We are paying attention, so we feel present. We allow ourselves to process some emotions. Okay, and if you want to bring more energy, more lines, you're always welcome to bring them. And this time you can bring them, you can start bringing them even from outside of the cornucopia, because we want to be connected to other people as well. It's not, you are not alone this year. There was something else, somebody else who supported you, who was with you. You can bring those people around the cornucopia to remember your gratitude to them. And you just activate. It's like even more than first one I was drawing. So explore your surroundings. Remember your people, remember your support, your resources as well. Okay, I take fine. And keep breathing. Pay attention how you're breathing, because we are when we're going to something emotional, we are holding our breath, and it's very important to keep breathing. So pay attention to your body, to your breathing, to your emotions, and we keep moving, keep experiencing it. See if anything, maybe you started some new projects that are not finished yet, but you already happy that you started them, that you start thinking in that direction. And you can bring this as well here. one of the accomplishments that I feel is very important, and I will, there's no much space anymore here. The biggest of accomplishment that we're creating very beautiful community. Oh, it's huge. It's huge. Neurographica community, and the Facebook group is one of our huge accomplishments. Yeah, it's a big one. So see if anything else you want to add. And round corners. I hope you have less corners that I do, but it's just representing that the more corners, the more lines we have, the better neurographic work considered to be, because we're activating more neuron connections and activating new energy. And it's a very powerful way to imprint this accomplishment in our mind. Group them together, activate the energy. See, so many results already. And I just want to ask you, do you still think that it was how to say it? It's who thinks that the year was very productive after this drawing? After you put so many accomplishments, was it a good year for you? Was it interesting year for you?
I had a lot of growth
Yeah.
personally.
It's we are really creating horn of spiritual abundance, opportunities to grow, opportunities to experience new things, something new that we working with our fears, with our challenges.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very important. Like in most cases, we are not willing to grow if we are not kicked out of comfort zone. So it's uncomfortable, it's challenging, but it's only, in most cases, it's the only way to start doing something, to start new opportunities recognize, learn something. Thank you, Kenny, for sharing.
Thank you.
Okay, such an interesting feeling, drawing a line through circle after circle, telling a little story. Yes, and it's if you sign your circles, you may even recognize what kind of events or people in your life were connected, how they connected, because they may lead you from one point to another. So see if there is any interesting connections, interesting serendipity in this drawing for you. Many people think that, of course, it's a coincidence, but there could be very magical. There could be very powerful coincidences. Jung, I believe it's a Carl Jung who was talking about synchronicity and how it's more than just coincidences. It's just, and Albert Einstein was talking about them as well. So there are many scientists who tried to scientifically explain the synchronicity in our life. But there is nothing there is much more meaning to every event in our life that we can recognize at some point. You can bring here some creative projects like that you are very proud of. Maybe it's some something that you learn to do. Some bring Neurographica here as well. It's something new we are doing. And many of you did not know and probably would never know if there was no COVID-19 because of all this isolation and craziness. I decided to go online. I would never be forced to do it. See if any community that's supporting you. And I'm not just talking about Neurographica community, but maybe you're feeling very connected to your church community or to your neighborhoods that really inspire you with something, some message in their window or some interesting events. You can bring them as an accomplishment or as a resource or support on sites. So see where they belong to you on your drawing. Not to you, but where is the best place for them on your drawing. And every time I start drawing, I mention like, okay, today you will not do like a million lines. You will be more responsible. So take it a little bit, not so crazy. And here I am. Something. Okay. Is there any challenges that in your life that you're just happy they're gone, but you feel that you've learned something from them? Oh, I have such a challenge. I have a person in my life that challenge me all the time. And I put him here just to see what is the lesson I need to learn. And some people may appear in your drawing several times because you had different appreciation for different things that they helped you or teach you during the year. Maybe your husband, you appreciate them for just for general love and support, and maybe you learn something new with some different experience with your partner that you can be very grateful for as well. So see, there is no limitation that one person should be experienced once. You can have more than one gratitude for some particular people, especially like if they take so much time and space in your life. Okay. And if you finished with rounding corners, I'm not yet there, but if you are lucky ones, you can start bring more lines to the environment. You may start bringing more lines to community around you. So you are not just alone. There could be connections to the nature, connections to the earth, to the different people around you. Even without, if you don't want to recognize some specific people in your life, you can just recognize people in general, that you are not alone, that this is community effort as well. Okay. Okay, I will bring my mother, my father, and I will bring my okay. When you use a shape to represent different people, you may see that some people have bigger size, bigger value, emotional charge than other people. And it's your priorities, it's your emotional involvement and reactions to some people. Sometimes we think that we are very, there's nothing special about those people, but somehow they trigger very big emotions, very intense emotions in your body, in your life, daily life. Okay. It would be interesting if you can do such a drawing with your family and see what your family recognize as accomplishments during the year. It could be a very interesting project for family reunion instead of talking about usual stuff and politics. And so you can draw some what the family recognize as achievements. And in this case, you can bring accomplishments of children, accomplishments of parents. And it's such a great opportunity to talk about such accomplishments, what people recognize as accomplishments, to teach our kids to value experiences with people and knowledge, lessons that we learn from experiences. That could be. It could be very great opportunity, or if you want to do it with your team or some friends. When this pandemic isolation will be over, I'm really hope we are going to do some group projects where many people can draw on the same piece of paper, some activating some big topics. It's I've done it several times, and it's such a amazing effect how to feel connected to other people on a very deep emotional level. So maybe we'll do some project. I'm very lucky to have quite a group of people in Seattle area that can participate in such, but you can do the same in your country, in your community. And if you want, I can be online and guide you through the process if it's something that you want to experience. Okay, I am getting closer to say that I'm almost finished rounding. If you are not going to finish this roundings during our class, just finish them after or maybe tomorrow. Like, I would highly recommend to finish rounding before you go to bed. But you can, of course, you can take breaks if you need. There's nothing that you have to force yourself to do. Because it will, we had some, on our specialist level, there's one drawing took 16 hours. One of our students was very powerful. Drawing and experience as well. So. Okay. I'm now going to round Cornucopia itself, the horn itself. I rounded all my achievements.
If anybody of the people who are in class would like to have any suggestions for future exploration, they can share anything that they want to draw about.
Any topics, particular topics?
Have you done one on manifesting?
One more time, Kenny.
Have you done one on manifesting? I feel like you have.
Manifesting?
Yes.
We did a wish upon a shooting star. And there will be some more for Christmas, but not. Yeah, we like made wishes, but not something that we really concentrated on some manifestation. It seems like everything that we are doing is about manifestation,
right?
goodness in our life.
That's why I was thinking it would be super powerful if really your intention was to manifest something while you're doing this. And which you usually are, but it seems like it would almost intensify it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when we look back and see how much we accomplished, it's the only way to start something new on the good confidence that you can have good results from anything you do in your life, even if it's challenging. There's still be goodness in it. There is nothing you can do wrong. You just learn from different mistakes. You're something different, and it's very empowering. So I really, Matthew always has a list of suggestions. Matthew, I have this list from you. I still thinking, still growing to satisfy suggestions. Maybe you have something new.
There is somebody saying the rest of the chakras. Who is that? Zoom user.
The rest of the chakras, yes, it's a good one. Yeah.
Yes, good.
We just did two. We just did heart chakra and throat chakra, and
Have you heard of the causal chakra?
I heard about it, but I never really experienced it.
I just learned about it. I didn't know it was even a thing until probably this week. And it's, I think, 18 feet below you. It's like your deep grounding, maybe. I don't know. I haven't read enough into it yet, but I was wondering maybe eventually that could be a class. Who knows?
Yeah.
There's so many chakras that people, we are just talking about the major 7, but it's there's much more.
Somebody saying what the world needs now is love, sweet love.
If world needs it, it means we need it. So give yourself love. On your drawing, bring more love, like bring more circles that represent love. And they can be, if you haven't experienced enough, you can bring them as a desire to experience more, to recognize more love in your life, or have the support other people in your life. So it could be something that you can, yeah. It really doesn't depend on times and challenges. People always need love. Okay. And I think another thing that I want to invite as a support here for me is ability to connect people. We have so many separations, and due to COVID-19, due to political disagreements, there is so much separation between people, within families, and I want to bring more connection, more connecting people. It's interesting. It's not very big, but maybe it will grow. I just want to be recognized, connecting. Okay, is there any other suggestions? Let us know. It's a very beautiful, very powerful suggestions. What else we can invite or look into? What else do we may wish for? Okay, I think I'm done with roundings. And after we finish rounding, please feel free that you can add more elements on your drawing at any time, even after a week or a month. You suddenly remember that, oh, I forgot this and that, and you just round all those corners. Even if everything is colored already, you'll still be able to bring more elements, more results. And again, if you want to bring more paper, you always welcome to just glue another piece of paper or glue this paper to the size A3 and extend it. It's an opportunity as well. So you can learn, you can be even more generous with your drawing, with your achievements. Okay. So coloring, the same way as always, we color several elements the same color, and you can highlight separate circles if you feel that you want them to be highlighted, or you can just create the flow of energy, the flow from the core to the plenty of your achievements, plenty of your spiritual growth, your abundance. See how this energy wants to be presented, emotions. So allow it to be. I want to be bright. If you want to use colored pencils or you want to use highlighters, try different media. See what makes you feel satisfied with your drawing. Experiment. How's your body feeling? I always ask. I forgot to put that we had 2 marathons this year. It's I feel like I will need to extend my drawing. Maybe not today, but let's see if I want to recognize all the achievements, all of them. Combine several colors. You don't have to limit yourself, so there's as many colors as you want. Colors bring different emotions, representing different emotions. So allow yourself to experience those emotions. That's different things in our life activate different feelings. That's why life is very interesting and bright. That we recognize those shades, qualities. As I said, you may highlight some specific circles. It doesn't matter which, if you, oh, sorry, I forgot it. Online, I usually don't use this sharpener because it makes so much noise. And of course, you may highlight the horn itself, that abundance is coming from the horn. And the horn is, for me, the horn representing yourself. It's representing you, divine creature that able to be so effective, growing, willing to grow, willing to experience, willing to learn, willing to meet, communicate with other people that have this power to have so many accomplishments, so many things in life that they can do. So if you want, you may highlight your horn, like Cornucopia itself, as a divine blueprint of yourself. It doesn't have to be blue, but it's just representing yourself. Okay. What is my you can add lines at any time if you want to create additional lines or some additional elements. There is no strict rules like that you have to do it at once. You can do it gradually. So experience it. Flow. Just go. I have a question. If you want to, oh, sorry, there are several comments and I just missed them. Your reminders to include others are valuable. Very easy to always make this about myself, too introspective sometimes. Yes, yeah, it's a very important to bring other people in your drawings as well. To feel the support that you are never alone. There is always somebody next to you who can support you. Okay, and another comment. I just learned that the planet has reached a tipping point where there are more conscious people on the planet than unconscious people. This is so exciting because it means a possible for change and connection. Maybe a class could be created about connections to others all around the world. I can feel excitement in my body thinking of this. It's a really could be a very beautiful topic, feeling connections to other people, feeling. Thank you for, yeah, I love the idea. Yeah, it's a beautiful idea about connecting. And it's interesting, like when we're talking about conscious and unconscious people, there are many, I think we are different situations. And to say that like, I'm always conscious, or I'm always that, or somebody that I know that they're always unconscious, like in different situations we behave. Sometimes in specific topics, we could be so blind, even we feel that we are very spiritual and very open to the world, but sometimes we're really stubborn in some aspects of our life, or when we're talking about relationship with some specific people. So I hope it's just increasing the consciousness in general to everyone in every aspect of the life is important. I know that I could be very stubborn in some topics. Like almost emotionally blind at some point. So. Maybe you could begin the algorithm with an image of the globe world. Last year, pretty much almost at this time, we did drawing. I think there was 5 of us. We did, and you can find the time lapse on my YouTube channel, when we I printed out outline of the map, and as a group project, we were connecting the world. It was interesting. We were bringing the different, connecting to our ancestral land and connecting to the place where we live right now. It was how we could wish other people to be supported by the homeland as well, or ancestral land. If you want, you can look at it on YouTube. It's a very short, I think it's maybe a minute, very fast video. But yes, I will think how we can create the connection, the world connection. See. See which colors are dominating on your drawing. Just interesting. Colors really representing our personality. Lines representing our personality, but colors tell so much. I'm really always excited to see how people find their own way to color something that's very abstract. Okay. You may, right now you can color very broad, like very bold, but nuances of your coloring could be added later if you feel that something needs to be done. Okay, this will be green. My cornucopia will be green. See which colors are yours. And always allow to bring colors that you never used before, something new, something that's not typical for you. Always expand your varieties. And pay attention if you're avoiding some colors. If there are some favorite ones and if there is some challenging ones, it's always opportunity to, there should be, if there is something that you're avoiding, ask yourself, what do they remind you? It's always an opportunity to work with this. So you have the freedom to use every color, that there is no limitations for you about different colors. Okay, so this circle, and I don't even remember what this circle representing for me, but I think it's representing my parents drawing Neurographica. I was so shocked when my father showed up on one of my online classes. I did not expect it at all. And he did a very good drawing. Oh, that was a surprise. And such a blessing to have such support. Yeah, I think it's my parents here. This circle. See if you have a very emotional attachment to some of your circles. Some of them could be like you really want to touch them, to like spend some time, so many details in them. Like, see if you have such desires. It doesn't make logical explanations, but there is emotional charge to some specific element on your drawing. So just observe it. See, don't be surprised if there is some interesting elements there. Some of those elements could be very inspiring for you. And some will be, okay, here they are, just part of the whole picture. Nothing special, but see that everything, like when we rounded every corner, it seems like everything fits, the puzzle pieces are fit to each other, and it's hard to lose something, that everything has its own value, its own beauty. Anna and Annette, what are your thoughts about leaving a drawing without color? I have about 30 drawings without color, Trisha, because sometimes I just need to think through some ideas, and they stay until I find an opportunity to color them. So I'm like, it's perfectly fine to keep some of your drawings. So this is black and white, and it may stay for even for several weeks. I have some of them. Not this way. No, I think this way. It's hard to say which way is it. And it's I sometimes come back to them and add more lines. They're different exercises, something. Usually it's an algorithm of lifting inner constraints that we are teaching in basic course. Some of them, I don't know, this probably was something else, some lines. So yes, if you feel that you want to keep them just black and white, allow them. you don't have to finish right away. You sometimes want to come back to them after some time. And it's not always should be black and white. You can use any color. You can use any lines to draw lines. You can use markers or color pencils to draw lines. So there is an infinite possibilities for you. I just wanted to show that black and white looks already very interesting and very beautiful. I even add some field lines and do the fixation and just keep it as it is, just keeping the coloring. So yeah, very good question. Thank you, Trish, for asking. Sometimes I just need to relax about some topics that I don't, and if I don't have time to finish or don't have a desire to finish, I keep it as lines. And it's always interesting when you come back to your old drawings. What I always do, I always put the name of the topic and date when I did, when I started the drawing. So after a while, when I'm on some meeting or when I don't have to be very actively participate, I can just sit and color some of the old drawings. And it's interesting how the situations in my life start unfolding. Like there was some projects on hold for no reason. And after you finish your old drawing, there could be some shift in it. So maybe it was something that you need to process some step before we can go to the next level. Okay. You don't have to color 100%. Look like, see if you want to leave white color as well. It's always opportunities to experiment. And don't afraid dark colors. Dark colors give you depth. Dark colors give you some understanding, maybe even. So see how the different colors in your cornucopia are blending, how they complement each other, all these different emotions, all these different feelings. See if there is something that wants to be blended or shaded or create a 3D effect. It's like it's just the flow. It's so much energy. Very bold colors. It's interesting how when I did the when I practiced before the class, when I created the algorithm, You see, colors are much gentler. They're much softer. But these are like very bold. Something shifted. So how's everybody doing? We have almost, in 15 minutes, there will be 2 hours of our class. And we still need to add field lines and do the fixation. So if you want them, you can do it at any time later after the class. Now I want to highlight some of the circles, some of the achievements. I don't remember the names of them, so I just highlight what is what I feel is important, and just stay with this feeling. But if you want to highlight specific circle that you named, it's an opportunity as well. So you don't, you can do it your way. See what is important. See what is precious for you. Okay, what don't remember. I think it's a community. I'm trying to remember which ones I selected originally. Circles, which circles representing something. That's just okay. It's a huge circle. So I created flow first, and now I just highlight some circles. So if you want to keep just the flow, it's a perfect decision as well. So see what you want to do. And okay, I will finish this corner later, but before we finish, I want to do some field lines so we align our achievement with the universe and make sure that every lesson that I learned this year is aligned with the universe, that I do the right conclusions, learn the right lessons, because we can give very wrong interpretation of some of these situations in our life. Wait. Come on. My marker doesn't want to draw. See if I can use this one. So create several field lines, boulder lines, so you feel the support from the universe. synchronicity with the universe, that nothing really is waste, or nothing is just a coincidence. You just needed to experience this in the way you did. Okay. And I just go over and round corners. So universe is very gentle to me. And I am gentle to the universe. That I don't express I don't know if you can say that the emotional garbage or some produce some thoughts that can be depleting for the universe, energy depleting for the universe. Everything has the being. Okay. And after you finish with your field lines, see what you want to remember the most. What is the highlight of your achievements of your year? What is the most powerful experience that give you the biggest satisfaction, pleasure, or joy, pride, inspire you, that something that you will be cherished after 20, 30 years? Something. Again, you don't have to logically explain why is it important. It's maybe everyone expects you to highlight something different, or not. We don't talk about highlighting on the drawing, but remember and cherish something very big, but maybe it's something different that you want to cherish, something that you consider important for you. We don't have to be logical here. We can be just true to ourselves, allow the emotional, intuitive beauty, intuitive connections to be recognized and valued. And don't be afraid to be selfish on this drawing, or modest. Like, we don't have to satisfy anybody's needs. We just have to be satisfying our needs, to see what is important for me and only for me. And it could be a very small circle or very big, doesn't matter, the size doesn't matter. It's your recognition, your memory about this event, what matters the most. If you don't remember specific names of the circles, just scan with your hand and see where does it attract your attention, where does it feel you want to, maybe you can feel even like the warmest place or the nicest place. There could be some interesting sensations even in your body related to some elements on your drawing, and trust them. Again, it's your subconsciousness is talking to you. It talks to you in the language that only you can understand. What is the message for you? Follow it. I feel like this huge rivers of energy from the like field lines really brings so much abundance of experiences, abundance of connections, knowledge, information, wisdom, and love. Universe is always about love. It's always about this level of acceptance and that we are not always understand. Or want to accept. It's like we are like children who doesn't understand that if mom says that you cannot eat 20 candies, that it's an act of love. So I think I'm done with my, no, I haven't finished yet. You will find new corners later. It's perfectly fine. You can just come back to those beautiful roundings and finish them all. And some of us has 1 million lines and some of us will have much less. It's just because we are all different and there is no good or wrong. Allowed to be the way you feel is comfortable for you. More, I read some description of my clients, and from the experience with my son, the youngest son, who was my guinea pig for many of my projects related to Neurographica as well. He said like, and when I said like, you need to draw more lines, he said like, no, I don't want to. I don't want to round anymore. So don't sabotage yourself. Like if you try to avoid some work, it's a resistance. So see what is behind it. Allow it to be experienced the way you want, in full potential. So, okay, what is important for me that I want to do? I think I already highlighted this one. And for me, it's interesting. The most important event situation in this year, after all this important, is the fact that I participated and finished the carving of totem poles. I'm like so proud of myself. This is something that I would never expect from myself. And that's why it makes so much value and so much pride. And it's a very big accomplishment for me. Emotionally big, not even the value, but the emotion. There's so much emotions related to it. Very sacred process. Okay, I just wanted to bring some energy, even more energy to field lines. If you highlighted the cornucopia, but the background is still be white, I invite you to color it, maybe in gentler colors, but make sure that your environment, that your community, that your people around you are as interested as you are as bright as you are, or as inspiring as you are. So you're not overpowering, you're visible, but you're living in the society that you are comfortable with, that you can learn something from them and they can learn from you. So make it beautifully colorful, interesting, inspirational, that it will motivate you to grow and develop in your life. And something else I want to do, I want to highlight a little bit the cornucopia itself. Okay. Yeah, Trish, adding field lines without color can be a good place to stop for some time. And again, you can come back to your drawing, add more lines, make this field lines bolder, or even add some colors. And it will be different level of experience. You don't have to force everything in one sitting. Okay. I think I'm done. I will add some more colors on the background to make my environment more bright and colorful. Maybe I will highlight the So if you want to share with us your biggest achievements in last 12 months, please do so. It's very interesting. I think it will be inspiring for everybody. I think to be so we can be proud of you. And you can be proud of yourself.
I would say one for me is community.
Community, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really made a very conscious effort to at least see very specific people frequently and check on them, and start a dialogue. And then it's more of a conversation and a friendly thing further down the road, rather than, "Are you okay?" And so it became like a highlight. Became like a highlight for us all in our days to see one another.
I remember how your neighbors supported you when you had challenges with internet, and how it's a very beautiful experience to feel such friendly neighborhood. It's really
and support, so supportive. And unfortunately, they're moving out in a week or two. It's really sad. So putting it out there that the next people will be just as good.
Thank you for sharing. Thank you, Kenny.
I'll share mine from the last 12 months.
Okay.
I recovered from a concussion that was pretty bad, and it was kind of freaky when your brain doesn't work the way it should. But with a lot of rest and love, I'm not completely back to normal. Anyway, I'm almost back to normal. I'm back to myself. My friends are like, "Oh, Becky's back," so that's good.
So Neurographica is really helps to reconnect and create new neuron connections. If so, concussion was severe, that it could be very healing for such situation. We had several stories from our students and from other students of other instructors that strokes and other significant impact on health was faster recovering after people start using Neurographica. So the catharsis one could be very helpful for you. So try to draw more. So it's as a healing process for yourself. Just give yourself such a gift. It's a very beautiful gift, something that you can do yourself for yourself. I had a story from one of the instructors, and her vision, she has some specific vision problems, and it was very challenging for her even just see with all these corners. She used a magnifying glass to see them and color and around all these corners. And after some time, after some challenges with this process, her vision got better. And it was very surprising because there was no way she could recover from this damage, like physical damage of the eyes. But her brain starts, as she explained, there was no confirmation from doctors, or like, because it's hard to measure how the brain really operates. But her doctor expectation was that the brain just starts process information, this minimal information from the eyes, more effective. So she starts recognizing better shapes and recognizing better elements, and be more comfortable with the environment and with her life, with her challenges original challenges. So she feels that this is a miracle. So, and I have permission to tell her story because it's really very empowering how we don't know everything what is going on in our brain and how we can support it. But I'm glad that you're back. So, and I'm glad that you have such a support from your friends and family, I guess. So thank you for sharing. Okay, anybody else? Anyone?
Well, I'll share. I'm Cheryl, and I'm a teacher down here in Battleground, and I had to switch from teaching 500 kindergarten through 4th grade art students in person to online, and learn how to use, you know, Zoom, Seesaw, Google Classroom, all the technology, and trying to figure out how to make that work. My achievement is I haven't lost my job yet, I guess. It takes a lot of patience, you know, to draw these turkeys 6 times a day, but my turkeys are getting great, and I'm feeling good about it. So.
Welcome. I'm so proud that we have so many teachers today, and it's and I know that we have some art teachers as well. So welcome. It's always privilege and honor to be around teachers. Both my parents are teachers, and so I know how much it requires effort to be dedicated to this challenges and blessings at the same time. But yes, learning, so with your kids, it's quite a stretch. I think my child was much more comfortable with switching to online classes than his teachers, because for him, living online is quite a dream. So he is happy that he doesn't have to go to school. He's missing his friends, but it's different. I know that it's a different challenges online, and especially if you, I was talking to a teacher who is teaching kindergarten, and how it's a blessing if they just even sit there and not even just like don't follow rules. It's completely different experience.
Hi, Anna. I'm Barb. I'm also an art teacher, and we're really excited to have found you and this art, and I'm really enjoying it. I've just trying to focus on doing what I need to do and not just doing this all day.
Oh my gosh. Barb's been doing this all week long since we found you. Like all week, she's like, look at this, look at this, look at this.
I really am enjoying it. It's up my alley.
Yeah.
Yeah, kindergartners, you just kind of, I just let them do their thing kind of and carry on. But my probably biggest accomplishment this year, I don't know, I switched schools and that's been really difficult for me this year. But I'm really proud of myself. I've lost 50 pounds.
Oh my gosh. I'm very proud for you. During the COVID-19, you're losing weight.
First, I gained 20 pounds between March and June. And then I decided, okay, this isn't going well. So then, yeah, in June, I started working on losing some weight, and that feels really good.
Congratulations. I'm very happy for you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Good job, Barb.
Thanks, Cheryl.
I think some that you lost, I found it, right? Well, anyway, we won't go there.
I did 20 right off the bat. I don't know what was happening. I was just enjoying myself all day long at home.
as most of us.
Yeah.
It's a very good accomplishment.
I think
really.
I think I've eaten a 4-course meal while we've been doing this. Maybe I'm on 5th meal now. I don't know.
This could be. And we have a comment from Ian. Through the neurographic picture, I am grateful that my family members and friends are safe and healthy. I'm grateful to technology for being able to teach and learn different types of art, such as neurographic art, watercolor painting, and others. I'm grateful to my sons and daughter-in-laws who added new members to the family, and to my family who is always there and so supportive. It's a very beautiful, beautiful reasons to be grateful for life and for the year. It's thank you for sharing. I'm very happy for you and extended family and for everything that you learned this year. I think that everybody this year learned so much in technologies, in new way to communicate with people. And at some point, it's interesting, during the isolation, I felt like I've never communicated so much in my life. There's so many things that you need to discuss with other people, and your people suddenly become all around the world, that you connected to the whole world right now. So we have people from Washington State here, from Malaysia, from Australia. We have people from Oregon. If I miss somebody, we have Nat is from Texas. If I miss somebody, let us know where you are from, so we will feel connections to the world and be very grateful for such a beautiful way to experience, learn something about people around the world. Okay, I think it's a little bit intense for me, but it was intense year for sure, and I just let it be. Stay with this, maybe add some more gentler colors in these two white small areas that I left, and will be. I feel blessed. I feel that it was a very productive, very rich, emotionally powerful year for me. And we still have one more month to go in 2020, but it's still be when my family and I, we are usually have the tradition, just sit and think what you are grateful for, what has happened last year that we really feel blessed with. I have the whole list of things, and my family as well has their own list for sure. So let me switch my camera, and I think we're almost done. So if you have any questions, if you want to share your drawings, this is the perfect time to do it. So,
Yeah, I would like to share my drawing.
Kenny. Yes, Kenny, I see yours. Okay, let's see. It's like beautiful colors. It's interesting how like all the lines, and you signed the lines. You named your lines as well. Yes.
Yeah, some of them. Yeah, the people.
People. Oh, lines representing people.
Yeah, the lines. Yeah.
Very interesting idea. Thank you for sharing this idea.
Well, they were pivotal for my life. I figured they should be represented and respected.
Yes, it's a very good idea. Very interesting. See the left, like in yours, it will be right top corner, opposite on diagonal. See how much space you have there.
Yeah.
If you still have any dreams to accomplish something next year or this year, draw this plans there as well, so you can use this. Yes, more lines and more shapes, more circles there, as representing your maybe dreams, maybe some feelings that you want to experience, maybe some people that you want to attract, because we have such a powerful energy right now. So feeling blessed and loved and spoiled, maybe even. So use this energy to focus it in reaching something new, so you can bring more in your life, more accomplishments. So thank you very much, Kenny, for sharing.
Thank you. And you were talking about this side, right?
Yes, this side.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Something on top.
Thank you.
I've seen somebody show their drawing, so let me remember. Okay, Rebecca, let's see. Wow, you used a big size. Good. And I loved it's like really big achievements, like pumpkins. When we look in the cornucopia, there is very often they use pumpkins as well. So you have a big one. The only thing that I suggest to you, connect more to the environment, connect more to the other sides, around horn. So because it's your achievement, but you're never alone. There is always somebody around you who supported, who be witnessing your achievement as well. So just extend those lines beyond your cornucopia. Just explore it more. So it will be more energy coming from different resources, from different things. Okay, anybody else?
Yes.
Barb? Yes. Beautiful. As well, see how much lines you have on the top. Add some lines on the bottom. So your cornucopia not just flying, that it's grounded, well grounded. You need to feel grounded, especially when you lost so much weight. You need to be grounded so the wind doesn't swing you.
I noticed that when I started coloring, and I went, oh, it's all blank here.
Yeah. And you can consciously activate the idea that I am grounded, I feel present, I feel supported by the earth as well. So
interesting. Thank you. Yeah, that makes sense too.
And we have a couple more. Okay. Let's see. So see how much energy is inside of your drawing. There's no lines that really reaching the edges. Reach out to people when you need help. So because you are trying to boil everything inside of you, you need to bring people outside so they can not necessarily help you, but just be part of your experiences, because they will get enriched by those experiences as well. So bring more lines to the edges and color some elements to the edges, like you did in the right side of your drawing, because there is some elements, there are some lines. Now on the other side, on my right that I see, you have some lines that reaching to the edge. So bring such lines more on each side. Yeah. So, one more thing, show me and let me know that when I show me your drawing, Mrs. Few, I will not try to pronounce your last name. Show me your drawing. Yeah, one more time.
Sorry. Yes, it's Foyt. Yes, I'm Cheryl.
Okay, so I would
Yeah.
never guess.
I know.
Another thing, like, look at your drawing. That there is such a significant difference. There is one side that you're really trying to reach out, and you probably like, is it right side for you or is it left side? Where are you reaching out?
It's my right side.
It's your right side. So you are more open to accept help at work, from strangers sometimes, but family, involve your family.
Okay.
Somebody that you really close to you. So,
okay.
And you. consciously bring lines and like, I'm accepting help and I share my emotions with my family as well. So thank you for sharing. Okay, one more drawing. Wow, it's a very feast of happiness and joy. So things very powerful. So such a strong energies, very colorful. I love how much and I believe that you had so many new information this year. Like you see how many yellow colors on your drawing. It's usually representing intellectual ideas, some bright ideas that you had experienced last year. Very, very interesting, very beautiful. I love how everything is connected. You explored all your possibilities around yourself. There is no hidden corners or hidden areas on your drawing. So you're very busy year for you. Very powerful.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Hey, did I forget somebody, or is anybody else wants to show? Trisha, show us. Oh,
of course, I don't have color again, but
very beautiful field lines, like such a alive field lines, like really.
it was that. I think that's my favorite part of the. That's as far as I've gotten. I haven't obviously done the color and the fixation, but it was really a joy to feel that field line.
What I see, like, it's a very interesting to see how long is your horn. Like when you start accepting, like when you're activating the energy, it takes some time to speed up. Like, but when you like a tunnel, I start something slowly, but I speed up. Does it make sense for you?
Yeah, definitely.
It's because horn representing yourself, and it's interesting how you really go deep and deep from the subconsciousness to bring something to the surface. But when it's boiling already, it's something very important for you. So something very deep. What is on the, is it right side, left side for you? What is the huge resource that you have?
Oh, I tried again with my highest self. I just thought if that's where my subconscious and my kind of it just seemed really empty, and I thought like, oh, what's the best support I could bring to myself? Oh, myself.
Okay, so but one more thing that I want to mention.
Sure.
Even for biggest support for yourself, you bring yourself as a support, and it is a support, but try to see what other people available for you, that it's not only you.
Oh yeah, no, I do have some. I appreciated hearing that earlier. It prompted me to add more of my family and my husband and
your husband.
Oh my gosh, I got married in September.
And I did not know about it. Congratulations to you.
My accomplishment, my getting over my marriage phobia.
So it wasn't coincidence that you are drawing the ring.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Trisha. Like really very happy for you and for your husband. So
yeah, I disappeared from class for a while because I got busy with
Good. It's a good reason.
Yeah, thank you for those reminders to connect more with people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's always a good reminder for myself as well. So I'm
Right,
just-
for all of us. Yeah. Yeah.
thank you. So thank you very much. I think we comment everybody. So happy Thanksgiving to everyone who is watching us on YouTube or Facebook. It's such a blessing to be in such a community, creative community, and I hope to see you soon. And I'm so looking forward for my Thanksgiving trip.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Thank you, Anna.
Happy Thanksgiving to everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.